The views expressed in Ignorant Rants do not necessarily reflect the views of theclient.com, its owner, sponsors, or affiliates. Hell, half the time it don't even represent the views of the Ignorant Ranters themselves. It's just a bunch of guys talking nonsense.
Previously on Ignorant Rants.
There's also a funny thing. You guys know who Terrance Howard is?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He legitimately believes 1 times 1 is 2.
That's the same guy who's like, yeah, I know it was an Iron Man 1, and I know if I stuck around, I would have been War Machine. Nah. Yeah, so you know he's dumb.
Terrance Howard thinks 1 times 1 is 2?
Yeah, he has a whole proof about it. Like, he said 2 of something can't be 1. And I was just like...
What?
But you don't have 2 of it. You only have 1 of it.
I'm saying, man.
I'm no mathematician.
Yeah, I don't believe this goddamn theory either, but he, like, has this, like, whole paragraph proof trying to, like, justify that 1 times 1 equals 2.
Okay, this is crazy. If you put the time travel formula on a board, couldn't solve it. 1 times 1? Like that. Done. Really?
Yep.
1 times 1?
Yep.
2. Done. The show where a bunch of friends get together and open fucking beers just before we start the show. I'm your host, Tim. How's it going? Nice to see you again. How are you? Joined today by Brent. Brent, how are you?
I'm doing well, Tim. Thanks for asking. Appreciate that.
Always ask.
You know, the pleasantries are just so nice. You don't get them very often.
Because we're gentlemen around here.
We are.
And we got Bobby. Bobby, how's it going?
Awesome, man. I just jumped on the old vaping e-cigarette train, trying to kick the old wacky tobacco habit, you know, keep a little healthy here.
A little wacky tobacco habit.
Yeah.
How's your baby vape going?
My baby vape. You know what? I've got what's commonly referred to as an oral fixation, and although I'm not currently talking about sucking dick, which I do enjoy, I am talking about that I need the act of going, you know, bringing the fingers up to the lips with a cigarette and not like some fucking trashy, gigantic Vape-tron thing.
Did you hear that? That was the sound of your future career fucking going away. And finally, we're joined again by Dave. Dave, how's it going?
Oh, it's going good. I'm just finally glad we're getting it started so I can hear some of these topics we're going to talk
Yeah,
about.
we're super excited because today Bobby is going to regale us with a conspiracy.
A conspiracy indeed. About the Berenstein Bears.
Beloved children's books.
Oh my god.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a little bit of backstory just so you know how absolutely real everything is that I'm about to tell you. So,
there I was, a young child of 5 years old learning to read.
Well, let me just ask y'all this. Like, have you all read the books?
Yeah.
You all familiar with it?
Every single one, probably.
Every single one? Okay.
Hold on, because fun fact, that's where I learned what Baba Black Sheep meant. Thank you, Berenstein Bears.
So let's just go around the table really quick here and just say, if you had to say the name of the title, I just want to hear how you say the name of the title. How do you pronounce Berenstein? How do you say the Berenstein Bears?
Berenstein Bears.
Berenstein Bears.
Berenstein.
Okay, I just want to make sure we're on the same page here. Okay, so yesterday, hanging out with my awesome lady, kicking it. Randomly I think about these fucking books, these Berenstein Bear books, and I'm like, have you ever read these? And she's like, no, not at all. And so I'm like, I Google search it to bring up like a cover of the book to show her. And the first article that comes up is the Berenstein Bears conspiracy. So I spent a good 45 minutes diving into this.
Why wouldn't you?
And
Absolutely, jump right in.
And so there's a couple of facts need to be established here. A, we all call them Berenstein Bears. We've all read it very, very consistently. Second of all, I want to let you know that when I Google searched it, I didn't know how to spell Berenstein, so I just used the voice search. And I said, the Berenstein Bears, and it pulled up these articles, right? So here is the truth, and here is the conspiracy, is that it's not the Berenstein Bears, it's the
Hold on, before you said that, I just wanted you to know that we all moved closer just to hear this. Okay, go ahead.
It is not the Berenstein Bears, it's the Berenstain Bears, and there's no E-I-N, it's Stain, S-T-A-I-N. That's like... And so if you go back and you look at all the cover of the books, it's Berenstein Bears. Every single fucking cover. Now here's the conspiracy. No, you're all looking fucking crazy right now.
I don't believe that. It's the Berenstein Bears.
It's the Berenstein Bears, right? No, and I feel you on that. That's why I believe it's conspiracy.
I mean, they were my favorite Jewish bear family. I don't know why you're blowing my mind right now.
Right? I know. I think they might be German. So they're not Berenstein. They're Berenstain, and so Stain. So the as the conspiracy goes, one author that I spent a good amount of time reading is thoroughly convinced that time travel is a real thing, and that somebody has made it through their regular life reading the Berenstein Bears and then traveled back in time and purposely changed it to Berenstain Bears because this is a real thing. They said they interviewed and surveyed like hundreds of people and not a single person called it anything other than Berenstein Bears. And so they're thoroughly convinced that someone somewhere has duped everyone and that it has to be from time travel. Now here's the more interesting thing about this. This is why I believe that. So they go into this thing called Nelson. It's called the Mandela effect, like Nelson Mandela, and in that there's this bizarre amount of people. This is a real fucking scientific thing. There's a bizarre amount of people who very, very vividly and thoroughly remember, and they regale the story exactly the same from different parts of the world. They very much remember Nelson Mandela dying in a prison cell, and that like 10 years ago, and that never happened. So. Even more interesting, my last point is that when I made the point that I didn't know how to spell Berenstein, so I Google searched Berenstein, it brought up exactly what I said. It spelled Berenstein, S-T-E-I-N, in my Google search, but then, it's weird because it's like Google heard my voice, spelled Berenstein, and then searched Berenstein, but then underneath it said, did you mean Berenstain Bears?
So I abstained from looking this shit up for this bullshit fucking time travel theory.
No, that's exactly it though, because it's a real thing, man. The guy,
No, I don't think it is.
No, the guy reached out. He reached out to the publishing group and asked them, since they've been making it since 1948, if it's always been Berenstain, and he didn't get a response back, and so that proves that they're hiding something.
What the fuck, man? That is not a real thing. No.
So anyway,
Time travel does not exist.
Okay.
So the covers of the books, if we were to look them up right now, it would say Berenstain.
Berenstain.
Dave's way ahead of us.
I am, and it's fucking unreal.
Is it really saying Berenstain?
It's fucking unreal.
Oh my god.
That is so goddamn bizarre.
The greatest minds of history, including Stephen Hawking, would be like, time travel, it's not really within our grasp. But this guy goes, I'll prove it. Berenstain Bears. Like, come on, man. It's just
But how else do you prove that everybody else knows it as Berenstain Bears?
It's as simple as this. The book's covers were always in cursive.
Yeah.
I'm convinced no one looked into it well enough because Berenstain, it doesn't roll off the tongue. Berenstein sounds better.
Because I'm equally convinced that no one has picked up that book since they learned to, read pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay,
once we learned how to read without pictures, we didn't need the Berenstein Bears anymore.
now look, to quote Fox Mulder, I want to believe. And
Well, to quote fucking Agent Scully, Mulder, you're retarded.
she says that numerous times. Speaking of which,
I'm on board with this. I'm into
Thank
the time
you.
travel thing.
It's time travel.
I'm into it, man.
That's our logical explanation. Time
well,
travel.
okay, but there's the deal.
There's literally, absolutely 100% literally no other
There's
explanation.
literally 1,000 others.
No, there's not. There's no other
There is?
explanation
Okay.
that clearly explains how the entire world, 7 billion people, calls something the Berenstein Bears,
I got it.
and the cover is Berenstain.
I got it. You ready?
No.
Time
You're
travel?
wrong. Dragons.
Dragons.
What about dragons?
I'm listening.
I'm on board. So the entire world independently all developed concepts of a dragon. Independently, culturally independent of each other. Everyone has their own concept of a dragon, but every culture has what is a dragon.
Okay.
So everyone sees the same thing without seeing the same thing. So everyone in the Berenstein Bears case is seeing the same thing without seeing the same thing.
The thing is that what you're, but
Your mind.
but no, you're not, because that argument would only prove that dragons are real.
Well, they are.
And if dragons are real, then I feel like, is it not the next logical step to say time travel's real?
No, it is. I know
It
dragons.
absolutely is.
Those are unrelated.
And I know dragons are real because they were in the 4th Berenstein Bears book I read. The Berenstein Bears and the Dutiful Dragon.
And the dutiful dragon or the beautiful dragon?
I think it was like a big metaphor for slavery, but I didn't want to say it.
Right. It also, another thing I want to point out about the Berenstein Bears, because I'll never change it.
I'm gonna start my book since apparently it's legal.
Like I can just actually that's pretty good. We should capitalize on this and write a bunch of kids books and make a bunch of kids things and remarket it as the Berenstein Bears because we couldn't get sued for it.
Dude, and we can draw one that looks kind of like but not exactly like a Berenstein Bear, and we can make T-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
It says Berenstein Bears for life. And on the back it says bitches.
Bitches.
Because fuck you, that's why.
Yeah, we could brand that towards kids. I get it.
I like.
But
it.
here's the deal. So here, we got to meet in the middle at least a little bit because I mean, like joking aside, I don't because here's the honest truth. If so many, okay, maybe not time travel, maybe not.
Thank you.
Maybe not.
But
Because if you said let's meet in the middle, time travel's a thing, and that's not meeting in the middle.
No.
It's definitely time travel.
Okay, but if we're gonna meet in the middle, but the thing that I'm confused about is that if like every single person in the entire world thinks it's Berenstein, then I mean, okay, maybe not time travel, but I mean, we're talking one hell of a pandemic here.
Well, I'm sure it's not the same all around the world. I mean, I'm sure like people in Japan call it like the Berensteinu Beru. You know, and so like to them, it's not a thing. So like it's got to be an English speaking. Is it like an I don't want to say naturally. Is it like an inherently English book, or was it like translated from a different language?
No, it's an American book. So I guess inherently American English.
Well, I don't know with the name like Berenstein. I don't know.
This brings up a very interesting point to me.
Time travel again.
Time travel.
Okay. But hear me out. Okay. Why didn't the author come out and say, "Hey, everyone in the whole wide world, you're saying the name of my book wrong. These are my beloved characters that I created in my imagination,
and I really wish
they
everyone
are named
the Berenstein.
Berenstein Bears, but everyone in the world calls them the Berenstein Bears." He's not going to correct him?
Well, and that could be a thing, but you have to also think about this. These samples of people getting pulled on and asked these questions, none of them read the books as adults. They're only going off the memory of when they were reading them as children. And maybe Berenstein was just simply an easier way to say Berenstain, and that it just went through like that.
But what if they're asking children who are currently reading the Berenstein Bears?
Well, you can't believe them because they can't read.
So what you're saying then is that
What?
you can't believe anything ever.
No,
what you're saying.
Here's what I'm saying. I'm saying that an issue involving everybody who's read it is that everyone has the same speech impediment. It's much more likely.
Which is still a pandemic.
This isn't like 17th century Spain where the king was like, "I have a lisp, so everybody has to talk with a lisp."
I'm just saying that's infinitely more probable and plausible than time travel.
No, somebody.
Because let's just take a step back here, right?
I don't want
So
to.
when did they start being made? 1940 what?
Like 1948.
48. Okay.
When we already knew time travel was real.
Okay.
You sound like a damn politician right now. You're like, let me take a step back
Well,
and answer the broader question.
I am going to answer the question, and I'm going to tell you how I'm going to answer the question. I'm going to answer it in 3 steps. I'm going to tell you why I'm going to answer the question. I'm going to tell you how I'm going to answer the question, and then I'm going to answer the question.
If this doesn't have to do with time travel, I'm not listening anymore.
Okay, so let's just say, for the sake of argument, that time travel, he said through clenched teeth, is plausible.
It is.
Right?
It is Lewis Black.
Okay.
It's very much real.
Okay, so I've got a time machine.
Yeah.
Right.
There is an infinite number of things I can do.
Yep.
I'm going to go back in time and change the name of a beloved fucking children's book series.
Yeah.
What in all of the fucks?
Okay, this is
I'm going to go back and do a million different things, like go watch my parents have sex and have me.
How else
like
would
an
you leave
adult.
your mark, bro?
That's what I do.
No, because
This
the
is
butterfly
why-
effect, man. You can only do something so small like change the name of a beloved children's book.
Oh, apparently it's not small because it affected millions of people, and Hitler lived.
Is he still?
Okay, so
he's still alive?
Here's
Well,
the
if you
thing.
believe the conspiracies,
Here's
he's
the
in
thing.
Brazil.
Is it with Tupac?
They're hanging out.
No, Tupac's in New York with Biggie. They're selling T-shirts on the corner too for $10.
It's a lot better than whatever would happen in their rap career if they stayed alive.
Honestly,
If you had a time machine,
right?
time is at your disposal.
Yes.
So you could literally
Do anything.
anything and everything in any amount of time.
Yes.
So it's not hard to believe that you wrapped up doing everything that you could possibly think of, and one day while you were sitting around with your cheese puffs, were like, let's go back and change the name of this book,
Well, see, here's the flaw in your logic because I haven't thought about that book since I was fucking 9.
Yeah, but I'm
Who
telling
sits
you.
around and think, and then that book randomly pops in her head? Really?
But if you've already done everything, if you've already gone back and watched your parents, if you've already seen the dinosaurs, if you've already been there for the signing of the Declaration of Independence, if you've already done all those things,
If I'm sitting
you're
down right
really
now,
digging into the dregs of your memory.
if I'm sitting down right now and I'm like, did it all, cheated, as they say. I need something to do because I have done it all. And I look around and I immediately don't see 50 million other things that would be fucking fixed. Instead, I'm gonna go, those Berenstein books. Not sure I like that.
Well, see, you're already wrong because you wouldn't say Berenstein books. You'd say they're Berenstein, and then you'd change them.
Berenstain Bears. That's what we're talking about, right?
No, but I'm saying that in this reality of if he was the time traveler who was
Right. Where
going
I
back,
grew up reading Berenstain Bears books. Oh shit! Did someone go back in time and fix it again? Oh, what the fuck's going on?
no, you're misstepping right now.
They've always been the Berenstein, and then he went back and changed the printed covers.
They've
to say
always been
Berenstain.
Berenstain.
And let's just
They have not been that to you.
Always been Berenstain.
answer me this. You have a time machine, right? So you can go back in time, right? That's a thing. How does he go about actually changing all of the books? The author's not going to notice. How does he legitimately?
No, it's very meticulous how he does it. And the author is in on it, which is why the author never corrected anyone.
I do it for
He
you.
came back like a wind through the author's window and said, "This is what we're gonna do."
Okay, look.
And the author was like,
Hold on.
"That's amazing."
If I had a time machine, okay,
Yeah.
and I've spoken at great length about this before, but if I had a time machine, not specifically about this, but I would go back in time
Okay.
to just before Chris Pratt got famous. And I would just bump into him and be friends with him and just pat him on the shoulder and say, one day you're going to make it.
I bet you Chris Pratt
And then
read
be
the
best friends.
Berenstein Bears as a child.
We read Berenstain Bears to each other
Did you?
because we're close friends.
Yeah, are you a big
No, we
Jardians of the Galaxy fan?
I love the Jardians. Don't you make fun of fucking Rocket Squirrel.
No.
I love Grunt.
It's
Nova Lord.
so the thing is that I can't fathom that you two are gonna sit there and have this kind of egg dropped on your childhood and you're just gonna be like, well, I guess I was an idiot.
Yeah, I was an idiot for being this hyped up for this fucking stupid ass time travel.
I would rather call my 5-year-old self an idiot than believe that time travel is the reason it's Berenstain Bears.
Yeah, honestly. I'm with Dave on this one. I give your conspiracy theory a 1 out of 10 on the Dave scale.
There we go.
A podcast
Approved by
divided.
Dave.
Yeah, that's Dave approved.
A podcast divided.
Yeah, seriously.
Come
I mean,
on.
If I had a time machine,
United we stand, guys.
I would go back in time, and in 2005, I would go, Bobby, Brent, Dave, yo, podcast. It's going to be a thing. We should hop on the train now. And then we would be in very different places right now.
Yeah, but
Instead,
not all people care about those things, man.
oh, people care about going back in fucking time and changing the name. Not even the name, just one letter in the name of an obscure children's book series.
A, not obscure, bestseller for like 40 years.
Beloved.
Beloved. And B, people have
Beloved.
been doing it with the Bible for fucking 1,000 years.
Time traveling to change it.
Yes.
Oh,
Where do you think Jesus came from?
The
future.
future.
Jupiter. Come on, Tim.
This is unfucking real.
Tim and Dave, look me in the eyes right now. Look me in the eyes right now.
As much as I love, okay,
I want to believe.
Mulder, you're retarded. I can't believe I just fell down this fucking rabbit hole of time travel and Berenstain Bears.
Why are you calling it Berenstein? It's unreal how.
That's how I've read it all my life. Did someone go back and change it again? I don't know.
You're so unbelievably conformist that you just hear it once and then just change it immediately. You just change your mind immediately.
Follow the rules, son.
I know, that's why you're a Democrat.
That's why
No, son, I went back
you'd
in
be
time.
a lousy time traveler.
You'd be such a boring. You'd be like the guy
I'm
from
your father.
You'd be the guy from Hot Tub Time Machine who changed Google to his name.
I've never seen that movie.
Well, it's really worth a watch.
Maybe I should go back in time and watch it.
See you in theaters.
I'll watch it in post production. No big deal. I'm friends with whoever's starring in it this week.
The red carpet screener. I don't know. John Cusack would be cool to meet. I bet John Cusack read the Berenstein Bears.
I bet he loved the Berenstein Bears.
I bet that he has a Berenstein Bears tattoo.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It's hard to say it that way. It really is. Berenstain.
Okay, and that's my biggest point to a lot of this anyway. Is that okay? My first initial thought, by the way, really was okay. Maybe just the cursive that threw it off. But the interesting thing about that, as weird as that, I feel like to understand when you're in like second grade how to read and speak out loud STEIN compared to stain, which is a word that we already know because we all pissed the bed, is not a real thing to me. It's not real that we would look at a book title that's stain and be like, we're gonna pronounce it infinitely harder with a word that we don't even know what it means, and then just assume they're Jewish.
I don't know why they weren't just called like the Buddy Bears or like the Brownie Bears or something. I mean, I don't know.
Like Arthur or Franklin the Turtle.
Yeah,
The Buddy Brownie
Clifford
Bears.
the Big Red Dog.
That's true. There was a lot of very simple names for old children's things, and then the Berenstein Bears came along and really kind of tried to fuck it up for everyone.
Babar.
But, well, I never understood what Babar was.
Is this Babar's
It's
house?
an elephant.
No, I know he's an elephant, but I always thought he was like, I always pictured him as like the king of Arabia or something.
Oh, he was in Africa.
Oh, was he? Like
Yeah.
Ethiopia?
Yeah, he was fucking
yeah.
around with lions and shit.
Lions and shit.
This is so stupid.
Is this Babar's house? You guys have never seen that, have you? You guys never watched Frisky Dingo?
No.
Never even heard of it, actually.
Oh my god.
Oh, yes.
When he is like gets hit in the head and he can't like think, everybody's like dragging him around, like leading him on places, and he's like, "Is this Babar's house?"
But did Babar read the Berenstein Bears?
Babar and no.
Babar.
Babar.
It's Babar. It's always been Babar.
It's Babar.
Oh my god, did someone go back in time and change it?
Because that's the only logical explanation here.
See, actually, that's where you're wrong because it was spelled in like kind of like a Times New Roman font, and it was really confusing.
Everybody knows it was in Courier New. Okay,
Two can play this game.
Yeah, but only one well.
Come on, man. Stephen Hawking knows time travel's real. Actually, okay, well, let me really fast paint the other side of the conspiracy though. Is that the person did present two things, and I forgot the other one because it's hard for me to say out loud, just because I don't pronounce English words very well. It was either time travel or it showed that there was obviously an alternate universe, like alternate reality, because in one it was the Berenstain Bears and on our Berenstein, and they've kind of like collided together like Melancholia.
Okay.
And so now here we are with Berenstein and Berenstain, and I really don't have an answer for that one.
There you go, Dave. Take your pick. It's either time travel or alternate realities, my friend. What's it going to be?
I am speechless. I can't believe this is a real thing. Because I'm just like, while this is all going on, I've been sifting through all these like theories that people are writing, and they're wholeheartedly convinced.
Okay, hold on.
Okay,
Hold
can
on.
okay.
Let me just say this real fast. That number one, you're violating rule number one of the show, which is this is not
I-
Factcast. However, I'm going to allow it based off of just the sheer ridiculousness.
I'm from the Berenstein dimension. Fucking A. It's an alternate goddamn reality.
There
Thank
go.
you, Dave.
More plausible than time travel.
That probably is. Okay, but I want to at least level with you right now into that. I mean, the article I read was very obviously a joke, but I didn't know that there are people who really wholeheartedly believed it.
Yeah, I was sifting through Reddit streams of people just like, no, this is real. There was proof it changed in April 2001. Here's why, and here's a link. And I'm just like, good Lord, man.
Well, I mean, that sounds like you can't argue with it.
Okay, I'm going to put a stop to this right now. This is out of
Oh,
control.
you're gonna put a stop to this?
I am going to put a stop to this. This nonsense. Thank you, Bobby, for that conspiracy theory on the Berenstain Bears.
You're
I
welcome.
don't know why it's. I hope no one goes back and changes it between now and the time that the show goes up.
Dude, that would be wild.
And stone bears, you
The
know.
Berenstain
If we,
Berenstein.
if this episode comes out and it just doesn't make sense to anybody, then I'm just gonna be like, the government's after us.
We need to find Jean-Claude Van Damme and get the time cops on this.
Did you guys watch the new the first episode of the X-Files miniseries last night?
No.
You didn't?
We'll be right back. We're gonna take a quick
And we're
break.
gonna talk all about that new X-Files show.
We're gonna be back with some more ignorant rants. And we're back, because that's what I do. So we're gonna put this Berenstein Bears nonsense to bed.
At least call it its real name, man.
I am calling it by its real name.
Berenstein.
You agreed in the beginning of the show what you knew it was called.
Right, the Berenstein Bears. Okay. Oh my God! Someone went back in time and changed it again.
Oh my god.
I want to talk about something real. I want to talk about Sunny Delights.
Sunny Moore?
Sunny Delights.
Yeah,
She was
Skrillex.
a manager back with the WWE back in the mid-90s, and she was the epitome of what it was to be the ringside girl. This girl was flawless.
Flawless, huh?
Yes. And so she was a honey for a very long time. Not so much anymore. Time has not been very nice to her. It's not that she looks bad.
She looks weathered as shit, man.
Yes, she does. She looks like a bad sunburn away from Skeletor. Like
She looks like
You're into this.
oh yeah.
she looks like if you took Donald Trump and Larry King, skinned them both, and tied their skins together and dried it out, and then used it as a blanket.
No. That's
Wow.
That's Janet Jameson. Let's not get him confused. That girl is Skeletor.
So I haven't seen what she looks like.
Ah, come watch my sex tape. But anyway, so Sunny has hit on some tough times, and so a couple months ago, a couple years ago, depending on when you're listening to this, she was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, and she got a nice little ring that's crazy because they look like Super Bowl rings almost.
Word.
And it popped up on eBay. She was selling it for $200,000.
Right, because things like material possessions and money don't mean a lot when you realize that your favorite childhood book wasn't really named what you thought it was.
Rest in peace, Berenstein Bears. And so Vivendi, a notable adult filmmaking company.
Brazzers.
She better be thankful Brazzers wasn't the one who called her up. She ended up on Punish Tube.
Jesus.
You.
Just saying, it's not what's happened. Anyway, so they offered her $200,000 for her to do a sex tape with them, and she declined. It was like, it's going to take a substantial more amount of money than that for me to do that. And then 2 weeks later, a substantially more amount was offered, and the ring disappeared off the eBay.
Word. Yeah, I mean, I bought the ring, but I'm looking forward to her performance.
She's gonna make $400,000 this month. But and so I could not remember the name of what they were gonna call it. But Brent, you reminded me of what it was.
The name of the adult film that Sunny Delights is going to be starring in, according to the article, is Sunny Side Up, In Through the Back Door.
Oh my god. That is just vile.
Check one more thing off my childhood bucket list.
Now, keep in mind that he just described her to us as a weathered, dried out, like Native American hide.
Yeah, she's a leathery hide of a
The picture
person.
I have in my head is just like beef jerky skin, and that's the best way.
Okay. Again, I'm not a big fan.
We're breaking all the rules.
I'm breaking all. I'm not gonna do it. We'll check it after the show.
Okay.
I know what Homegirl looks like. I'm not impressed.
I saw a picture of her. Like I said, she just looks older.
How are
No.
They're fake.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Also, they just look like pectorals.
Oh yeah.
She's. I mean, and let's be real. It's already a million times better than the China sex
I
tape.
was just gonna say, is it gonna be better?
Yeah, but
Is it gonna be a better quality, video quality than One Night in China? Is that
Well,
yeah,
what it's
except
called?
that this video won't have Xbox in it, and so it's not going to be nearly as good.
Well, I mean, I think we can all agree that video could have used a little less video quality.
I've never seen it.
I've heard stories.
I've watched it.
No one judges here.
I've watched it, and I kind of liked it.
Okay, now we're judging.
That's because Dave's into girls with werewolf hands and shit.
Yeah, I don't know. It was one of those things where I was like, it wasn't like my favorite.
You've been touching shit at my house, man. Disgusting. Get outside and clean yourself up.
To give you an idea of the type of woman that Dave is interested in,
Just some riff.
there was one night we were having a party at our buddy's house.
Oh man, we don't need to be doing this.
Yeah.
Stop talking.
Oh no, because already this story is off to an 8 out of 10 on the Dave scale.
So we're partying, and we're out in the backyard and having a fire and stuff. And it's like across the street from the college in town. And so there's people walking down the main street. And Dave is hollering at them from the backyard. We can't see him or anything like that. And then out of nowhere, this Amazon woman,
Vampiro, bro.
Vampiro, she's gigantic. She's like 6'4", weighed like 230 pounds, just
That's a
stacked.
bit of an exaggeration.
No, it's not. Everyone who was there. Everyone was there.
I mean, I think he's cutting down from the actual 6'7" that it was, because this bitch was bigger than Shaquille O'Neal.
She leapt the backyard fence in a single bound.
With one arm, she put one arm on the fence and threw herself over.
Did she step over it like Kevin Nash, like Diesel used to in the WWF, where he just stepped over the top rope?
Basically, yes.
Okay.
Clears this 6-foot privacy fence into the backyard, walks straight up to Dave, who has a heart on at this time, and grabs him, shakes his hand, and they chat it up, and he gets her phone number, and then just as quickly as she came, she leaps back over the fence and is gone into the night.
Well, and the one thing Brent's forgetting about is when she hopped over the fence, and then we heard an ow, and it was a full moon, so.
Please tell me you called her.
No,
Please tell me.
never.
The thing is, I remember her because she.
These guys give me for just giving they retold this story every single minute of that night. They was like, yeah, this girl is crushed in his hand. Like
She did crush my hand,
she
bro.
was a beast.
I had to.
More and more absurd every time I hear it, and I haven't heard it in like 3 years.
I had to drop out of college because she hurt my hand so bad.
That is the type of
Yeah, that's my future wife you're talking about.
quote woman, end quote.
So anyway,
that Dave is interested in. So
You
that's
should
why
yes,
I enjoyed the
China.
Look, I know that not all girls are the prettiest, okay?
Okay.
But you should not be making fun of anybody's baby mamas, okay? So, Dave, props to you, man.
Well, dude,
My God, we are very much.
Go bigger.
I want a college athlete.
Yeah, because let's be honest, you're not producing one on your own.
Exactly, dude. I'm too small, man.
I was gonna say.
That's why I need to get my gene pool
Attaboy.
into like a big woman.
Attaboy.
Like a Wonder Woman-esque.
Really, what it was one of the BSU's linebackers, and
She wore a wig, and I mean, she was quite the seductress.
So, Brianna Tarth.
Brianna Tarth.
That's funny to me because I don't watch that show,
What show?
Game of Thrones,
How'd you know what it was?
because I have every person in my life talk about this show whenever they fucking can.
I don't watch that show. Oh, look at me.
Oh
I'm too
no!
good.
Oh, the red wedding! Ha ha ha!
So
What's
so
that?
Fucking
you
gay.
talked about Sunny D's video coming out, huh?
Oh, yeah, I'm way excited. Okay, it's good flick. I mean, if we think... I mean,
Did you
okay,
say it's
so-
a good flick?
No, I said I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, I thought you were like, it's a good flick, and I was like, it's not. It's not
I mean,
Inception.
I'm hoping for a couple good flicks. And every time I'm saying, talking about masturbation.
So, do you think it's gonna be just one video or like a series?
I hope it's a mini series on NBC,
Live.
like the X
Actually,
X Files show right now.
No, I'm hoping for a one-season Netflix original. Then I could just shotgun it all in one weekend.
I need to let you know. I hope that you're gonna buy copies for all of us here so I can see this because I am missing the second episode of X Files to do this right now.
Buying copies leaves a paper trail. I'm gonna pirate it like an adult.
Okay, well then just give me a copy, no bigs.
No bigs.
No bigs.
I don't know, because I mean,
come on, like, okay, so like, I mean, we've all at one point or another watched wrestling, and there hasn't. I mean, you can't tell me there aren't
you don't steal that.
girls in the WWE that you're like, I wish that girl would do a tape.
No.
Yeah, well, I had a big thing for Trish Stratus back in the day.
Trish Stratus, want that Stratusfaction?
Yes, sir.
You're
Lita.
Stratus. No. Ugh. Lita was the reptile of the women wrestlers.
Dude, Lita was a smoke show, dude.
I'm saying, dude.
She was
girl,
Punk before Punk was cool, man.
I'm saying.
No,
she
dude.
could
Honestly,
do
Stephanie McMahon was a smoke show before she went the route of her father and started bodybuilding.
That's very true.
You know, actually, you're right. Old school Stephanie McMahon was hot.
Right.
Okay, now talking about old school. You remember Marlena?
Yes.
Marlena, you remember Hulk Hogan? Yeah, I'd bone that.
It's stringy hair.
The hair of an old Asian man.
That's what Sunny Delights is gonna look like on camera.
Oh,
She's gonna look like Hulk Hogan.
She is gonna look like Hulk Hogan.
That was an HD version of this porn. I don't want that. There's standard.
I was gonna say this is like
They're gonna film it with a cell phone camera.
at this point in life. At this point in life, technology is kind of hindering us now because some of these things, I think you'd be fine. You know, you'd be like, all right, you know, good on you. Like, I can watch this shit with some shitty graphics, a little bit of static here, but in the HD where you see every single fucking wrinkle and collagen shot in her fucking face, woof.
Good God.
I
Yeah,
mean, I'm doing pretty well for myself, but my phone isn't true HD yet, so that's where I watch the majority of my stuff. You know,
Sure.
like an adult.
You know, actually, I think the worst part though is for real is that I mean I've seen my share of like celebrity sex tapes and they're never fucking good. If there's anybody in the world who are the least imaginative sexual beings, it is fucking hot. It's attractive people. Like
That's actually probably the most legit thing you said A, all night and B on this show.
well, cause like I mean I watched like 10 minutes of the Kim Kardashian one and that was just boring as fuck. And like
Well, yeah,
the
because
Paris
neither
Hilton one was awful.
Kim or Ray J, neither one of them looked like they wanted to be there.
Seriously, they're like, oh yeah, we're doing a video.
I guess we should do this.
I guess we should do this. We're celebrities, right? This is what we do now. Well, I'm pretty sure Kim Kardashian like did that to get famous. She's like, I'm gonna right? And then she's like, I'm gonna leak this video, but I want to look like I'm casually shamed about it.
You know, but come on now, don't tell me that, like, Dave, at least you aren't excited for the Caitlyn Jenner one that's coming out eventually.
Whoa.
Oh, he just threw up.
Oh,
He's gonna puke.
shit, dude. That would be something I would very clear.
Yeah, that's.
Well, I'll tell you what. It
And
just
by steer very clear of it, he means watch it in the privacy of his own home.
well, it really just depends on who the guy is in the film. Who's boning her?
I don't know. There's some.
Because I mean, if it's like Leo, I'd watch a Leo and Caitlyn Jenner sex tape.
Leonardo DiCaprio, you're gonna run his name through the dirt right now?
Well, he would never do that. But I'm saying like if he did it for like charity or something, I'd pay to see it.
I don't know. I mean, if there was an Oscar in it for him, you might.
That's true.
What if it was Eddie Redmayne as the Danish girl?
Well, shit, dude, that'd be a hell of a combo.
Yeah, that'd be a quite the tag team. What if it was Sylvester Stallone? He just grunted the whole fucking time.
And then when he finished, Adrian!
What if we went back? What if it was Hulk Hogan?
Oh, it is Hulk Hogan. This fucking weathered, goddamn leathery skin, Larry King looking bitch.
Can I just say something real quick? I was really excited to talk about this. You guys are taking this away from me.
Yeah, well,
And I feel like every time I try to talk about something I'm excited about, y'all constantly take it away from me.
okay, well, you came at me hard for my fucking Berenstein Bears thing.
Time travel, Robert. Time travel.
Okay, but you could have at least thrown more jokes my way instead of be like, oh, I'm an educated atheist. Because only atheists don't believe in time travel. Fucking pricks.
And just like that, that's probably the most ridiculous thing you've said A, all night, and B, on this show.
I don't know. You guys are weird.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to watch it like I want to watch it, but I feel like so you've seen
who's someone that you thought as a teenager you were like, oh man, and then now you're like, I mean, that's childhood, right?
I feel you.
You know, like now if like, you know, let's say, I mean, I don't know, because they're all kind of tramps now anyway. But,
Jennifer
like,
Love Hewitt.
thank you. That's
Been
exactly
there, done that.
You know, so she's gonna do a tape right now.
I'd be excited about it.
I would.
Right.
I would. No, I don't think so.
I would watch the shit out of that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's not. But we're not talking about Jennifer Love Hewitt from 1998.
My point though is that. So have you guys ever seen the Zack and Miri make a porno?
I have.
It's a Seth Rogen movie.
No.
Okay, great comedy. It's a Kevin Smith movie.
Remind me to go on a rant about Seth Rogen.
I'm not going to remind you of any such thing.
Yeah.
I've got a rant about that guy, but I'll save that for another time.
But in the movie, they're talking about making a porno to pay their bills because they're like electricity's getting shut off and stuff, and they're having a conversation about it. And she says, Elizabeth Banks, the actress, she says, nobody wants to see us have sex, and he's like, everybody wants to see everyone have sex all the time.
It's true.
He said, if there was a sex tape right now of Rosie O'Donnell, my response to you would be, why the fuck aren't we watching this right now? Because everybody wants to see everybody have sex.
It's true. It's true.
And so that's why, like, even though Sunny Delights she's not in her prime anymore, I can feel what you're saying because it's just that's that person is doing that act. And it's not necessarily about the way they look. It's you're watching somebody.
And if her face is rough, then that's what Photoshop's for.
It's just one of those things. We get through it.
Yeah.
No.
Like I said, I'm gonna check one more thing off my childhood bucket list.
No, man. This isn't like we're not talking about like fucking Farrah Fawcett here or Carrie fucking Fisher in her prime. We're talking about a woman who already was actually just a bodybuilder woman before, so already beefcakey, gross.
She was never like that.
Ah, dude, she wrestled for the women's championship. Homegirl's like, brrr, you know?
Sunny never wrestled.
She's a wrestler.
She's not a wrestler.
She is a wrestler.
Just the side
She was purely the manager, ringside girl.
She was a wrestler, bruh.
She was not a wrestler, bruh.
Bruh, she's a wrestler.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
we don't need to go back and forth. You guys arguing, not even giving points.
Bruh.
Bruh. No.
Alright, look, no, fine. That's fine.
Look, I'll tell you.
I'll go enjoy it on my own.
No. Here, let me help you out. You want to talk about
We're gonna
this?
have a viewing party.
You
We're gonna have a viewing party.
let's live tweet it during it. But look, you want to have a conversation about wrestlers,
We watch porn as a group.
right?
And then we
Just be fun together. You want to talk about wrestlers and sex tapes? I'll meet you. I'll meet you halfway again. You know,
Time travel.
you know what? I would rather see a Paul Bear sex tape than watch this one.
Oh damn, dude.
My pants are coming off!
Watching a Paul Bear.
Feel my legion of doom!
Watching a Paul Bear sex tape is watching a death sentence because the man can't sustain sex with his dude died.
You think he's all pale and chocolate down there too?
Yeah,
you
but
think he carries it in like he carries the
Yeah,
ball
his-
there?
You think his heart is able to manage that much blood flow? Not a chance.
No, rise!
come on, it'd be an open casket video.
Oh, I'd rather see his buried alive video. All right. I'm killing that right now. Well, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back with some more ignorant rants.
Dude.
And we're back. Yeah. You want to argue with me off the
I
air?
think
We're gonna argue on the
Tim
air.
is about to explain to us his or show us his best Terrance Howard impression.
No. Okay. Here's the history behind this. It's a riddle I put together for 2 reasons. 3 reasons.
Too much math.
4 reasons.
4 reasons.
It's a riddle I put together for many reasons.
Does it involve time travel?
No. Number 1, it explains what happened to the dinosaurs.
I remember reading about that in the Berenstein Bears book.
Okay,
I was
well,
just
the
gonna say
Berenstein
that.
Bears were wrong. Number 2, it describes the problems of the internet. Oh yeah, it's deep.
Okay.
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 Number 3, let me just get into it because all we need is 2 plus 2. All right, so check this out. Okay.
Oh.
Everybody's always been taught that 2 plus 2 equals 4.
Yes.
But this is wrong.
Correctly.
Wrong. 2 plus 2 actually equals 17.4328. True story. All right. Now, if someone tells you 2 plus 2 equals 17.4328, you're like, why is that? Well, it's that way if wishes and fishes and cats and rats and dogs and frogs. But that's not true. Because even though dogs croak, frogs don't bark. Marinate on that for a minute.
What the fuck? Are you Dr. Seuss motherfucker? Are you kidding me right now? The only way you're gonna prove 2 plus 2 equals this is just because you're gonna fucking piss all of us off with so much nonsense. We're just gonna give up and tell you to shut the fuck up.
17.4328. All right. Wishes, fishes, cats, rats, dogs, frogs. Not true because because dogs croak but frogs don't bark. It's a true story. That's true, right?
I understand, said the Lorax.
Sure.
Okay. All right. So we need to talk about let's go back and talk about the dinosaurs right now. Okay. What happened to the dinosaurs? What killed the dinosaurs?
God.
Right? Everyone's
God's wrath.
wrong. Because he would not kill his creations.
What? He has before. He'll do it
He
again.
definitely has done it before.
I don't believe that.
Noah's flood.
You don't believe in God. You can't tell me what he has and hasn't done.
Fair point. So a lot of people say that it was a meteorite. Some people think it was a weather change.
Some people think it was Jesus.
Jesus. Is that what you said? Jesus?
Yes.
Everyone knows that Jesus was at least 500 years after the dinosaurs. Come on now.
I think Jesus owned a pet Triceratops. One more. I will not have another financial conversation with you, Christ.
Look, it's my pet T-Rex. Spend no expense. Okay, so what really happened to the dinosaurs is a behavior change. And not so much as a change, but a saying. All right. Okay, so what happens is that when you get a large group of species together and they all start doing the same things, you start having to break down to the species, okay? So let's take a watering hole, for instance, okay? So if you've got a watering hole, and that's where everybody goes to drink.
Right.
Everyone goes to the same spot.
Yep.
So all the herbivores and all the carnivores, everybody's going to the same spot. Everybody's going to the same spot. Everybody's going to the same spot. What happened to everybody else?
Even the omnivores?
Nope. Even omnivores.
Okay.
What happened to everybody else? They're gone because they got no one to feed on anymore because everybody's here. Now what happens when all those are fed on? They're gone. So when you have a large species of groups of species all together acting the same way and doing the same things and being similar, that will eventually it'll culminate in a rapid decline of the species. And it'll die.
I'm familiar with the extinction of the bison.
No, because he's in Street Fighter V and he is awesome.
I didn't say M. Bison.
Oh, sorry. That's Meow Bison, right?
Not Mr. Bison.
Oh, I thought it was Mark. Okay, so let's flash forward here about 65 million years or 2,000 years, depending on.
Thank you.
I believe in.
I would like both classes represented equally.
Okay, so if we flash forward 6,000 and or 65 million years to where we are now.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, so what do we have now? We have the internet. And what is the internet? It's a vast way for a congregation of species to share ideas instantly. And now, when you've got ideas instantly being shared, you've got a lot of people behaving the same way. Because they're hearing the same things and doing the same things and talking about the same things and hearing, listening, eating. Everybody's starting to do the same things. And now, as we've already shown, when you have a large culmination of species all grouped together and starting to do the same thing, a rapid decline.
Shown by your water.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
There's actual science behind it, but I don't remember any of it. So kids at home, feel free to go listen. Or go look it up. I'm not your fucking dad. You're your own work. But it's real. It's a real scientific theory, and it's a real scientific phenomena, which is how I came up with this whole thing. So the internet is causing a rapid decline. Will eventually cause a rapid decline, theorized, I should say, my theory, and scientist, quote unquote, that a group of species like people getting together and sharing the same things and doing the same things because you don't have innovation anymore because everybody's doing the same thing, and if everyone's doing the same thing, how do you have innovation? So when you have a rapid decline, no innovation, no change, everybody just declines where they are and they die off. So going back to my original point, 2 plus 2 equals 17.4328 every single time. Why? Because it's different. because I am not going to do the same thing. I'm not going to be the same. I'm not going to be the cause or the effect of the decline of the species by participating in what everybody else wants to think, see, and believe. 17.4328 for you is a different number. Might be 5. Might be 17.4382. Slightly different, but I'll give it to you. The whole point is to be different, because only in being different can you help save a species.
So you're just like trying to be all non-conformist and shit.
No, that's stupid. I'm not a hipster.
What? That's what you entirely just said.
That's not what I said at all.
The conformity kills.
Were you listening?
No.
We said fishes, cats, and rats, and dogs, frogs. We just went through this.
Oh my god.
17.4328.
No.
That's a whole bunch of nonsense.
That's exactly what it
Bunch of jiggery poo.
is.
Jiggery pokery.
It's a lot of jiggery pokery, but it's funny to me. And what's funny is that 17.4328 has not changed in 20 years now. It's always been 17.4328. Number 2, I told that, it's my quote-unquote joke. I told that to a couple officers in the military once, and they looked at me like Dave's doing right now, and they were like, I don't get it.
So long story short, they're like, that's why you got kicked out of the military.
No. I got kicked out. I
Dishonorably
got kicked out for totally different reasons. They looked at me and they said, I don't get it. And I looked them right in the eye and I said, well, it's kind of an intellectual joke. I guess I'm telling it to the wrong crowd. And then they threw me the fuck out. There you go. 17.4328.
Okay.
Not 5.
Well, I didn't say it was 5.
That's exactly what you said in the beginning.
No. I've been arguing since the very beginning that it's the Berenstein Bears and that 2 + 2 = 5.
Oh my gosh. It's the Berenstein Bears and 2 + 2 = 17.4328. We've been through this.
I just said it's Berenstein. I've been saying that from the beginning.
What's the problem?
Look, man.
Oh shit! Are we another victim of time travel?
We wouldn't even know. We wouldn't even know.
Hopefully, I go back and tell myself a better joke.
Okay, so does
For all of us here and everyone listening.
Shut up! You're gonna be thinking about it later. You guys are gonna puzzle it out later.
no?
Not really.
I understand what you're saying. It's
Like Brent said earlier.
Guarantee it. You'll puzzle it out later.
you're talking about conformity. I get it.
I'm not talking about conformity. I'm talking about the sharing of ideas.
The sharing of. Come on, Dave, dive in, damn it.
Speechless. I'm speechless about this because it's just nonsense.
It is nonsense.
So I have nothing to say about it because it's nonsense.
Why is it nonsense?
Because it's not math. It's just you can say 2 + 2 = anything if you're not trying to say it's a math equation.
I didn't say it was math.
And that's what I'm saying. So it's just a statement,
Right.
and that's it.
Yeah.
Stupid ass sentence.
A statement backed by fact.
The fact that you believe it. You choose to believe.
Okay. Dogs are frogs. Not true.
No, God
Well, no,
damn
I'll
it,
find out
Dr.
what
Seuss.
Oh, is that a bunch of nonsense? That's exactly what I get from what you're saying right now.
Frogs don't bark.
Okay, you can't just repeat these lines slower and then one at a time and make it just seem like it's more.
Yes, I can.
Here,
Yes, I
I'm gonna say some things to you right now. I'm gonna explain your same story.
go.
You ready for this?
Maybe with the G.
17 divided by 1 is 7,433 because
Oh, that's interesting. How did you come up with that?
because desks are chairs and pillows are clouds and God doesn't exist. But sometimes I play Jenga, other times I play Monopoly.
Oh,
This is a man I can back.
that's deep. I like that.
And you know what?
Jenga.
And then actually that exact reasoning is actually what wiped out all the dodo birds.
Oh.
See,
How did I not see this?
Well, I don't know. If you were talking like his and you had his
I don't know what
line
else.
of thinking, I mean, I think you would have
I
something.
may have to reevaluate everything I've ever thought.
I do appreciate your take on conformity because
Robert,
I
Jenga and Monopoly, it's genius.
right? No, I know
Damn.
those are fun games.
Oh my god.
No.
This is goddamn gold.
No. Okay, I'm gonna ruffle your feathers a little bit. Throw a little bottle at you here.
Not like the dodo feathers because they're gone. Remember?
They are gone. I
Monopoly.
do have a nice set of dodo feathers. Holy shit. Never mind.
Time travel. Oh god. Struck again.
No, I just had there was a dude in my school today who just was telling me a story about the last time he went to an EDM concert. He got hopped up on Molly, and then there was this girl that he randomly met that had a fucking what are they called? Like like taxidermy. Like she just was carrying around a turkey that had been like taxidermied, and so he's like, This guy's telling this story and literally, like, word for word, he follows up. He's like, so this girl's carrying like this taxidermized turkey, and of course I stole it from her. I was like, what the fuck? So I really want to see this guy's taxidermy turkey. Anyway, that's a side note.
It's euphemism for something else. I'm sure.
Yeah, right. No, so like, but I really do feel your point, Tim, in the sense that I just wish you would call it what it is, and that I feel like conformity is not the answer. And really, what I hear you what you're saying, what I'm hearing you saying is that capitalism is the real way, a good, solid free market capitalism, because only with a good, solid free market capitalism do we have the drive, the necessity to innovate and create and do well. And I'm really on board with that, bud.
Frogs aren't dogs because frogs don't bark. We've been through this.
Okay, I understand that, but Donald Trump could pay a frog to bark. He's got enough money.
He's got enough money to just tear down everything I've ever believed in.
Absolutely. Guys with $40 billion. How much are you?
It's less about the idea of nonconformity and more about the idea of sharing different ideas. Is basically what it comes down to.
Well, and so what I'm hearing you say is that you like capitalism, the free market kind. And
no, I'm saying that capitalism may not necessarily be the right answer, and I'm more than welcome to entertain any other ideas, no matter how ridiculous they may be.
But what you are saying is that
socialism.
But what you are saying is that socialism is totally not true because that would be everybody doing the same thing together collectively.
Socialism is true. Wishes are fishes, remember? Come on, man.
I honestly,
God damn it.
never in my life have I ever had a debate with somebody where I have been retorted at with such ridiculous nonsense that makes me want to slap someone in the face.
That's not true because I know we've had this conversation before.
I don't remember it. I was probably pretty hammered, and when I was really drunk, I was like, "Wow, man, that's so fucking deep."
Very true.
It was before. It was
6 times we've had it.
It was before I took a philosophy class in college, and I was like, "Fucking nothing means nothing, man."
Wow, that's deep. That's very first. That's day one.
Right.
Welcome to Philosophy 101. Damn, man, nothing means nothing, man. So, hey, bro, guess what? Everybody gets an A.
It's like, oh shit.
And no one showed up for the rest of the semester.
So I mean, so you're against socialism, you're pro-capitalism, and you like innovation, dude. That's very French of you. It's very European. I like that.
Fuck you, calling European?
I think.
Laissez-faire, man. That's French as fuck, bud.
The fuck did you just say to me?
Well, now, fun fact though, Chris Pratt loves the Europeans. So,
Oh, I'm in.
so keep that in mind.
What if Chris Pratt said 2 + 2 = 4?
Well, then I guess I'm reevaluating everything I ever believed in. Sorry, Minnesota.
That breaks my little heart. I wish we could go.
Last week, he said, Chris Pratt is a Seahawks fan. What if you could spend some time with Chris Pratt, and that meant Seahawks were winning the Super Bowl for the next 5 years? I immediately, sorry, Minnesota.
Wow.
Yeah, well, I love Chris Pratt. What can I say?
It's
the man.
It's pretty
Nothing weird. I mean, he's just a cool bro. That's all. Nothing weird,
Just
man.
a cool bro, huh?
So.
Yeah.
You know what I really hope happens with Chris Pratt at some point in time? Is that actually, you know what? No. You're gonna this. I'm gonna tie this shit back. Chris Pratt is the exact kind of person who, if they had a time machine, they would go back in time only to change a letter in the fucking children's book.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
I don't know about that.
Don't you?
And you know nothing about Chris Pratt.
What? I know everything about Chris Pratt. When's his birthday?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
The
So neither one of us know anything.
I know he's a good dude.
He's a good bro.
It's all right.
He's a guy I want to hang out with.
He's all right. What if you?
Yeah.
When he hits us up to hang out,
Yeah.
you're not invited.
We're like, yo, what are you guys doing tonight? You recording a show? We're like, no, we're hanging out with Chris Pratt. You're like, can I come? No.
Because you said he was all right.
Yeah.
Maybe if I hang out with him, he can change my mind.
Guy seems like a dick.
No, but seriously, call me.
Call me. Can we touch on really fast like that? I don't know. Out of everything we talked about tonight, I'm more on board with that. You believe that 2 + 2 = 7,300.
17.4328.
Okay, I'm not gonna remember that because I didn't even memorize the first 4 digits of pi. So
0.14.
159.
Thank
Boom,
you.
baby.
Oh,
Oh,
nailed it.
shit. I'm pretty sure that's right.
that is more believable to me than you wanting to watch this fucking summer movie. Sunny movie.
What?
You did not see Sunny back in her heyday.
Back
You're
in
not
her
gonna
heyday.
see Sunny back in her heyday in the video
I know.
either.
Oh, because in my mind,
In my
yes,
mind.
That's the Photoshop of the future. Is your mind.
When he lays her down
oh yeah.
and opens her legs up,
Okay,
and then
hold on, let me get more comfortable.
it
Oh
looks
my
like
God.
a high school play curtain that you couldn't find your way out of.
Uh-huh.
You're not gonna remember her
Oh, yes,
in her
I am.
prime. All you're gonna see is that
All I'm
that
gonna
old
see.
that old Subway roast beef.
Just oh my God, just so much skin.
This is where you're wrong because all I'm gonna see is the videos that were playing in my head when I was 15. Mm-hmm.
All right.
No, you're
Ain't
not.
gonna live up to those.
I would love to follow up with
'Cause I was
what
raw
Brent.
back then.
Oh my God, I would love to follow up on what Brent's saying and be like much more intricately vivid about how disgusting this is gonna be. But I think he did it as good a justice as he's gonna get.
Beef was a goddamn file.
Can we talk?
Yes.
Can we not? Can we not?
A high school
Again,
play curtain.
this
that
is
you
my
can't find
thing.
your way
We're trying
out
to take away my thing.
of. We're not trying to take away your thing.
Yes, you are. You're
We're
like,
just
oh,
trying to be real
good
about
luck.
it.
Good luck when a dude bends her over and fucks their turkey cold cut combo or whatever. Like, I don't want to think about that shit. Because now when I'm trying to enjoy myself and watch a good movie, now I got y'all jokers on my head going, oh, what's up with the meatball sub? Like,
Not to mention all the times I eat at Subway now.
I don't
Ugh.
need a Subway anymore.
Get some cold cuts.
Not since Jared tried to get himself some meat that wasn't quite ready to be, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I don't quite know what you're saying, but I don't need to dig into it.
Jared was arrested for child pornography.
How did you not see this?
I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, I did. I just forgot about it.
Okay, well, at least the thing is that I knew about that right when it first happened, and I still, for some reason, was like, my cousin.
Well, that was actually why I wasn't up to date. I was like, I didn't know. You said child porn. I was like, what? It all makes more sense.
Can we
now.
not accuse Jared of child pornography on the show?
Well, that's what I thought was going on. And I was like, shit, man.
This may or may not be listened to by millions of people every week.
That ain't Jared. Not our guy.
No, Jared Vogel.
Jared
Fuck that guy.
Vogel.
Yeah, but you know what the most bizarre thing about it is he only got 15 years in prison.
He's not gonna make.
Oh yeah, no, he's gonna.
I hope not. I hope he gets fucking murdered, like brutally as shit. More brutal than Sonny's gonna take a pounding in Sunny Side Up.
I'm really sad right now.
I don't understand how you can have child pornography on your computer and then like be like fucking Chris Hansen with like a 15-year-old girl and then just get sentenced to 15 years.
Because he wasn't Chris Hansen.
Yes, he was. They had texts and everything. I mean, he wasn't like full blown
No,
Chris
no.
Hansen,
What
but
happened was this guy who head up his Jared Foundation, his nonprofit, was like that dude. Because I'm pretty sure that dude got more because he had it all on his computer. And so when they subpoenaed his computer, they subpoenaed every computer in the house, including Jared's personal computer, which is where the little tiny tots were being kept.
yeah, but he had a relationship with a girl underage. That was a very real thing. They have full proof of it. Like he was dating.
Yeah, it's actually like a 16 or a 15 year
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing that.
Like, and he had like numerous Craigslist searches. Like there are like a lot of people who have come out since and said that he had purpose. He had somebody who used to organize, like much like a bishop or some shit would organize sex with like a young woman. That's why I'm saying like the 15 years. I was baffled that he got off that easily.
Oh, see, I didn't see that. Although, I mean, that makes sense to me though, because I mean, did you see him at 15? He wasn't having sex with other 15-year-olds. He had to wait until he was okay enough or rich enough to do it.
Well, and I understand that if you're a hideous fuck that's also gigantic,
Right.
and the only way you can lose weight is to eat fucking Subway every day because you're so fucking lazy you can't even walk.
Right.
Then I get that at a certain point in your life when you're thinner and have money that you might be like, I have some unanswered questions about my childhood I'd like to revisit.
Right.
But
All I'm saying is that sometimes checking something off the childhood bucket list comes with a jail sentence.
Right. And in your case, you're lucky that the Sunny thing is just grotesque, and it's very much legal despite how hard I'll fight. I'll get some petition going to try and get to block the movie from coming out.
Bobby, I'm sorry, all I heard was hard.
I know. You heard Sunny and you just sprung.
That's right. My dick hit the table.
Fucking force of a hammer. Pretty
I'm
powerful.
kidding. I smacked the table because my dick didn't make that hard sound. I don't want to mislead anybody.
Especially not Sunny.
No, Sunny needs to know what she's getting into.
Well,
More importantly, I need to know what I'm getting into.
right,
I
yeah.
already told you, a high school play curtain you can't find your way out of.
like the
We've all
last
been
scene
there.
in Twin Peaks. curtains when he was stuck in the red room with the curtains and he couldn't get out of there?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you guys are so young.
What the hell? What the hell? It's not like you're
Jesus.
talking about Gone with the Wind or some shit.
I love Manny.
You fucking 70-year-old fuck.
This is really taking a turn.
Yeah, this is terrible. So I'm just gonna fucking wrap this shit up because if I let it go on any longer, they're gonna talk me out of this.
No. Check me out.
I just can't bear this. Thanks for listening.
You close it, and I got something to say to you.
Say it. What you can say to me, you can say in front of the 8,000 listeners.
Okay, 8,000 listeners strong. No, I was gonna say we should just to be safe, we should market this as the quote unquote logic episode.
Okay. Well,
Where
nice.
it's like the crew, nobody on the crew can take a joke this week.
What? We got nothing but jokes this week.
Well, I mean that's the
All
point.
of them were solid gold.
That's
Jokes
the point.
on jokes.
Well, except for the part that I blew y'all's mind about the Berenstein Bears.
You did not blow my mind about the Berenstein Bears.
You didn't know it was. Everybody's first reaction.
See, I'm just chalking it up to it was more of a misunderstanding on my part when I was a child.
Infinitely more plausible than time travel.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So take your
No. Actually, no. We didn't talk about this a lot, but like the Mandela effect is a real thing. No.
I knew he was not killed in prison.
No,
So there's holes in your theory.
No. But the theory, okay, it's almost like even what is it called? Damn it, Stockholm syndrome and stuff. I mean, there's just a bunch of different random psychology bullshit that's really nonsense, but it affects a lot of people, and it's fucking bizarre.
So thanks for listening.
Okay, no, let me ask you this: at what point do people believe? What number of amount of people believe something that might be false before it becomes true?
I don't know how many people are Christians. So you can check
Just
out
the
our show.
rage is building up inside of him
You
right
can
now.
check our show out at Ignorant Rants.
I don't give a fuck about Christians, but I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Christians, even in all their false nonsense, they are still in for a happier ending than you will be, Tim, watching that fucking Sunny Side Up tape.
So make sure you check us out on our Facebook page at facebook.com/ignorantrants. You can follow. You can email us at ignorantrants@gmail.com. You can follow us on Twitter at ignorantransers. You can follow me on Twitter. I'm at Kid Insanity. Brent, can they find you on Twitter?
Yeah, they sure can. They can follow me at TinyMouth, MOWTH.
Words, Bobby.
The Berenstein Bears.
All right.
No,
Dave?
Bobby WWS at Bobby WWS, and working on the website right now. It's going a little bit longer than anticipated, but it's still.
No, don't say that because these episodes are going all out of order. So don't you worry about it.
I'm working on
Dave?
I'm working on the website right now.
20th century in a while. I'll get a Twitter at some point.
Oh, they got a Twitter. You gonna give out your Instagram again?
Again, he never had.
Yes, he has.
He did the very first episode that he was on.
Dave
I don't
Firestorm.
think so.
You did.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Shit! Come on!
Maybe we'll up the followers a little bit because I mean it's gold over there. I don't think but when there's that picture, it's money.
Money. Of course it is. And thanks for listening. Yeah, all right. See you next week.
Peace.